Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive challenge for anyone in the fintech space: how to make your Google ads actually work for you, to bring in leads that don't just click, but actually convert and stick around. Okay, let's just jump right in with a pretty staggering number: 53%. That's how many fintech marketers are spending over half of their entire budget just trying to find new leads. We're talking about a huge investment. And that kind of spending really forces you to ask the big, critical question: is all that money attracting the right people, or are you just burning cash to fill your pipeline with, well, dead ends? And that brings us right to the heart of the FinTech Ad Challenge. It's not just about the money you're spending on ads. It's about the hidden costs, the risks you take on when you attract the wrong crowd, especially in an industry as regulated as finance. You see, a bad lead isn't just one wasted click. It's like a domino effect that spreads across your whole business. Of course, it blows up your customer acquisition costs, but it also exhausts your sales team, making them chase prospects who are never going to convert. It hurts retention because the fit was never right. And in fintech, this is a big one. It opens you up to fraud and massive compliance headaches, things like know your customer and anti-money laundering rules. It's a serious chain reaction. So how do you stop that chain reaction before it starts? Well, it all begins with a process called lead quality analysis. Now, this isn't just about filtering out the bad. It's a way to systematically look at every single lead and figure out, hey, does this person actually have the potential to become a real, paying, valuable customer? Okay, so let's get specific. What really makes a quality lead in the fintech world? I can tell you it's way more than just a name and an email. You've got to think of it as a detailed, three-dimensional profile. So, a genuinely great lead has to clear three main hurdles. You've got your demographic factors, sure. Then you have behavioral indicators. What are they actually doing? But it's this third one, compliance readiness, that's the real game changer for fintech. Think about it. A lead is completely worthless if they can't pass those mandatory KYC and AML checks. It's a non-starter. All right, enough with the theory, right? Let's get into the practical stuff. Here is a 5-step playbook you can literally start using today to seriously upgrade your Google Ads game. Here it is, your roadmap. First, refine your targeting. Stop wasting money on the wrong audience. Second, personalize your ad copy so you're actually speaking their language. Third, optimize those landing pages to build trust the second they arrive. Fourth, use retargeting to bring back those folks who showed interest but got away. And finally, number 5, constantly monitor and adapt, because this market does not stand still. This is how you go from chasing quantity to attracting real quality. Let's really dig into that first step, refining your targeting, because this is so important. Just look at the difference in intent here. Someone searching "what is fintech" is in learning mode. They're curious. But someone searching "secure investment platforms," that person is ready to make a move. That's who you want to talk to. And here's the pro tip, the secret sauce, really. You have to use negative keywords. You're basically putting up a velvet rope to keep out all that low-intent, just browsing traffic. This one move protects your budget and makes sure every dollar you spend is on a click that could actually become a customer. Now, moving on to your landing page. Look, speed is great, but in the world of finance, trust is the only currency that really matters. You have to build that credibility instantly with what we call trust signals. We're talking about user testimonials, security certifications, transparent info. You have to make that visitor feel safe from the very first click. So you've done all this work. Your campaigns are optimized. How in the world do you know if it's actually working? The key is to stop looking at vanity metrics and start measuring what really moves the needle for the business. You've got to look beyond the click. These 4 KPIs, these are what give you the whole story. Your conversion rate and cost per acquisition tell you how efficient you are. The lead to customer rate tells you if you're even attracting the right type of person. And then the holy grail, lifetime value, which shows you the true long-term financial health of your campaigns. I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. Obsessing over your click-through rate, it's literally like judging a book by its cover. It tells you nothing about the story inside. The real story, the part that actually makes you money, is what happens after the click.
That's the customer journey. So what's the payoff? What happens when you actually do all this stuff and put it all together? Let's talk about the tangible, real-world impact of making this shift from a quantity to a quality mindset. And this isn't just some theory, okay? We saw a real fintech company implement exactly this kind of lead scoring and quality analysis. The results? They were absolutely incredible. They cut their customer acquisition costs by 25% while increasing user retention by 15%. Let that sink in. They spent less money to get better customers who stayed with them long. And that right there, that is the power we're talking about. It's the core lesson here. The goal isn't just to get more leads. It's about getting the right leads, the ones who are actually going to build and grow your business for the long haul.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought. Go look at your ad campaigns. I'm sure they're getting clicks, but you have to ask yourself, are those clicks actually building your business, or are they just expensive noise? Because that, right there, is the ultimate measure of success.